In today's lecture, we're going to talk about lighting your YouTube videos. Now, lighting has 4 functions. First is achieve visibility. We want to see you. Second is select focus. So it depends what in the frame you're lighting. Usually you're going to light yourself. Do you also light the wall? Do you light something else? Do you light a product that you're reviewing? The third function is establishing mood, because depending on the angles you're using, the colors you're using, how dark or light it is, it gives your video a different feel. And then fourthly, lighting reveals the form. So depending on what angle you light my face at, for example, it'll make it look different. So remember those 4 things. You may be quizzed on it later. Okay, so now one bit of advice I'm going to give you that I read somewhere, I don't remember where, but I've never forgotten it. Hashtag never forget, is you always need more light than you think you do. Why is this? It's because your eyes are better than any lens out there. So when you're sitting in a dark room, or, you know, just a normal room with the lights on, you're like, I can see everything fine. So let me pull out my camera and start filming. Not so fast. Because your camera, even if you have a top-of-the-line camera, the best, Jerry, it's not going to be able to pick up stuff the way your eyes can. So you always need more light than you think you do. So then what do? Do I have to run out and buy lighting instruments that will cost me thousands of dollars? No. In fact, there are free options out there. One of which I'm using right now, which is called the sun. I'm sitting by a window right now. It's right here next to me. And I don't have direct sunlight right now. That's a good thing, not to have totally direct sunlight. But I'm just using Mother Nature as my lighting right now. It's a really good option because it just looks natural. It just looks like I'm sitting in my apartment talking to you by the window. You might have to fiddle with your blinds or your curtains a little bit so the light isn't harsh, but this is always a great option. It looks great. There are a lot of bigger YouTubers even who just use the window, especially if they are maybe more lifestyle vloggers, and so they want a more natural, authentic, intimate feel. And there's nothing more natural than sitting by the window. Here's the problem though, what if you can only film at night? You don't have the luxury of filming during the daytime. Or maybe you don't have a window. Maybe you live in a windowless cell. What do? Let's go into the studio and I'll show you a couple options. So right now I'm in my studio without any studio lighting on. It's just the overhead lighting. And as you can see, it doesn't really look good. Now I have my face in shadow because I'm wearing a hat because my hair is a mess. And maybe if I moved so that the light was hitting me at a bit of a better angle, that's a little better. So you can see by moving a bit, the shadows changed on my face. My face is lit a little better, but it still doesn't look good. I mean, one of the things that I'm always looking for when I'm lighting myself is, can I tell if they're green or they're blue? But right now, my eyes could be brown for all you know, but they're not. So that means that my eyes really aren't being lit very well. And the eyes are the window to the soul. Without special lighting equipment, you can start turning on your household lamps. So I have a floor lamp from IKEA right here. I just turn that bad boy on, and things are already getting better all the time. Okay, now I've got this lamp. I'm gonna just plug it in. You plug it in, open up the butter packet. All right, this is getting a little bit better. So right now I took that lamp and I put it right beside me on a little table thing. All right, so what I'm gonna do also now is I'm gonna fix the white balance and then it'll look better. There we go. Now that I have adjusted the white balance on the camera, it looks a lot more natural. Like this doesn't look terrible, I gotta say. Like I didn't work too hard on it. I just pulled 2 lamps over. And look at me. Ooh, let me try something. Let's do some selective focus. I'm gonna turn off the main room light and see what that looks like. Ooh, check that out. It's not great, but it's not awful, and you could get away with something like this because I feel like my face is lit all right, I could play with the angles a bit. I'm not going to. And by selectively focusing me more, taking the light off the background, it makes me pop. So you can do a lighting design even just with the lamps you have around the house. But of course, moving your lamps around to shoot a video is a little inconvenient, so it can always be good to actually buy some lighting specifically made for shooting videos. So let me show you a couple of options that won't break the bank. First up, we have the Neewer ring light, which you can get on Amazon for $99. And you flip it on and there are several levels of intensity to the point where, oh man, it looks like I'm in some kind of sci-fi movie. But you don't shoot generally with the light facing the camera. You generally point it at yourself. So let me show you what this looks like. Ooh, look at this. You've seen this in my videos before because I've used this ring light for years now. It's a great option and tons of YouTubers use it all the time. And for $99, it's pretty good. Now I always put it at an angle off to the side with another just lamp on the other side of me because I like this kind of angular lighting design. There is a place to put the camera in the middle of the ring, and you see a lot of people do that. You can tell when they have the ring in their eyeball. I don't love that because it lights my nose weird, and I feel like it just makes me look wrong. The other thing is, you'll notice I like doing kind of a cool and a warm side. That is just a basic lighting thing of key light and fill light. The key light is, actually right now, this is the key light. It's the brighter light, the main light, and then the fill light is the other side, just filling in stuff. It gives you a more dynamic, angular look, and in some ways, strangely, looks more natural for some reason. It makes me look more natural, or maybe it just makes me look prettier, and to me, prettier is more natural. I don't know. The other option are these octaboxes. Inside of here, inside of this baby, are 4 LED lights. And I have 2 of these boxes, and they get pretty bright. And let me show you, I'm gonna have to set these up. Let me show you what it looks like using 2 of them. Yeah. Okay, so now I've got on the 2 octaboxes, and they're pretty close to me, and I could probably do a bit better to space them, you know, get a bit, there's a thing right there. But basically what you're getting is a very even, bright wash, and in some ways this is comparable to the daylight. So I think if you're looking for something that looks like daylight but you don't have access to the daylight yourself, you can get this. This is, I paid $190 for these 2 together as a set, which is a pretty good price, at B&H Photo. And it also came with a little green screen, which can be fun. And I use these lights when I'm doing the 16 personalities videos because it just lights me very well. It's great for green screen use. I don't use it so much anymore when I'm not doing a green screen video because I feel like it's just too bright, and like already I feel like maybe I've exposed this wrong. But yeah, it's a good thing to have in your lighting arsenal. There you go, YouTube Lighting 101, tons of options for you, and it's not that hard. You're just trying to make sure that you're lit. It's lit. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe and all that, and tune in next time for my next lecture at the College of Tuber Studies.